Well, hello there. I hope you are having a really super day. I have had a busy day. And last night, by the way, because I told you guys I was going to go look for the Atlas moth on my Animal Crossing island, and I found it. And today I was so excited. Flick came to the island, so I was able to send the moth off for him to make a little statue for me and also sell all the dang wasps that I had in my storage and other bugs that I was saving for Flick because I get a lot more bells when Flick is there, which is, always makes me happy. And I'm basically kind of redoing my island right now since my husband is now there, which is, oops, got to turn that down. Since my husband now has moved to my island and he's no longer on our eldest son's switch, he's on mine. So we're just kind of, I'm just redoing things and moving things around, and I'm very happy that he's on my island. So that's what I do to relax me. And tonight I have Beth, the Queen of Spades. She is with us as well. Hey,
Yep.
Beth, how are you doing, my love?
I'm doing good. I had a good day today, and I don't play games. So, I kind of play homescapes, but that's it.
Well, I think most people probably know if you saw my community tab, if you're in my It's a Scam group or anything, or you follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, that today I woke up to a second copyright strike, 7 days apart, which is a little bit sus to me. And if you've been listening to me and Beth in our streams and stuff, I think if you're smart enough, you can probably figure out who's behind it. At least that's what I suspect, because it makes absolutely no sense why old videos all of a sudden are getting a copyright strike about video clips on them that are from Pixabay, which you can legally use. It's just very curious. So that was fun. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? You watched my Barbie video. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for doing that. So yeah, I do have a backup channel. So, there might be some stuff that I'll be putting out over there because why not? Oh, and hey, Angel, how are you? Work was exhausting. Tonight we're not dealing with Ash. We're actually going to be looking at
Another ass.
a video that a professional scammer, Igor Alberts, put out a couple of years ago when OneCoin, collapsed, and he was like, "I'm a victim too," and he wasn't. I mean, he's not a victim. All he's doing is victimizing other people now into Dagcoin. If you did see my Dagcoin video that I think came out yesterday, I don't know, all the days run together. Anyway, Beth, thank you so much for being here.
It would be really cool if he complained about being a victim while on a rhino with a bunch of drafts surrounding him in a golden suit, sitting
Yeah,
in his
he
large
has.
house. Then maybe I would believe him. He should maybe have like Raja in the background, Then I'd be like, oh yeah, no, definite victim of this.
Yeah, he's so not. I mean, totally complicit in all of this because now he's moved on over to Dagcoin, which was founded by somebody who is also a former OneCoin scammer. And it's just always so interesting to me how they'll jump from one thing to another, and one will like create a new scam and then they run over there. It's just I find it just vastly fascinating. It's like it's a real life soap opera.
Yeah.
you know, for sure. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Hope you are well. You remember talking about bras on that? Yeah, I talked about my bras on that channel, which, I may be talking about some other things. You just never know. I think I might be doing a stream about false copyright strikes because, why not? Because that's exactly what's happening is that they're all false. I mean, how are you're going to strike a video clip that can legally be used because it's put out by a stock photo and video company? That makes absolutely no sense. Maybe they don't realize that I know exactly where all my clips come from.
Yeah,
Same
sometimes they
thing.
don't. I've had that happen to me. People try to attack me in that way. When I've used Canva,
Yeah.
like images or stock, because Canva has like stock videos to use and stuff. Or I've even had people be like, you stole this video from this creator because it's the same. And I'm like, yeah, we all use Canva on here. Like letting you know, like half of us are on Canva. So yeah, like it just silly things like that. It's a lot of fun. I love the internet.
Well, it's just like I'm just thinking, really you have nothing else to do other than to go through old videos of mine and then find a random clip and be like, eh, and you don't even own it. That's the funny thing is you don't own it. I know who owns it and legally allows everybody to use it.
Yeah, see, that's always the best. Is when it actually comes from somebody that does not even own it at all, and you're like, this isn't even a company. What's going on?
Yeah, so that's why I think it's pretty evident of, who's behind it. And okay, it's like, I guess they're having fun doing that. Anyway, we are going to get to this video. Let me plug in my headset because I will be going back to my island. I need to find another Atlas moth so I can sell it to Flick since he is on my island right now. And take a ride on the captain's boat and everything. So, I mean, I'm just having fun over on Animal Crossing.
And then you'll feel like you're actually around Igor with all the
what?
animals, you know?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you because of my headset.
Oh, for those that don't know, there's this really great picture of this man and Raja where she's like on a rhino and there's like giraffe around them and they're like outside. It's a beautiful picture. I absolutely
that's like his backyard. I mean, he had all of that shit,
I know it actually is in his backyard.
Yeah. I mean, the guy is just, takes gaudy and puts it on 11, it's just,
yeah, and then he's like, I'm a victim of OneCoin. Like, you're what?
yeah, exactly. How exactly are you a victim? I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure you helped run this, sir.
All right. So there's Igor and his wife, Andrea. And I mean,
look at this. Look at the gold. The gold outfit.
Well, what kills me is that he says that his dressing attire is disciplined because everything matches. It's like, no, it's gaudy. That's what it is. Exceptionally gaudy. That's what I have. All right. Are we ready?
I'm excited. I actually haven't seen this one, so I'm very excited to see how godly this is.
Okay, let's hear what Igor has to say about, he was so mistreated.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Hello. Here we are. 2018. It's a new year. Just started. And a lot of things has happened already, as possible. You have seen some messages. Yes. Yes, it's true, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come. The time has come to move on. It's time to move on to a new dimension. The last months were extremely difficult for us. We had to face a lot of unresolved issues, and everybody that knows us knows that we try to get to the bottom of it. Over the last years, the moment that we started...
Yeah, he was really investigating, like, how could this have happened? I didn't know anything.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's like, I didn't know, guys. We were just looking into it now. Yeah. By the way, you should definitely follow me into this thing. I promised I researched the next one.
And the next one's really not a scam.
I promise.
With OneCoin, later turned into OneLife, we In the beginning, you know my story, I didn't believe. It was actually Andrea who brought me into it.
He
He
is
just blamed
always,
it all on his
always
wife.
wearing the sunglasses and was curious. That said, like, what's up with, the sunglasses?
They also match his big buggy eyes. Everything has to match. I love how right now, though, he's just like, it was all her, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it was all the wife. Take it up with
Which
her.
is not true, because Yuha is the one that contacted Igor and told him about this.
It's great.
Made me excited, and wow, how do I say it? I really believed.
He just seems
I
like,
really
what the
believed.
hell?
I like
He really believed. All he did was he just believed in what Ruja said. That's all he was guilty of.
That's it, guys. Don't mind the rhino in the backyard.
so much the community that we were in, the people that we were working with, the mission that we had, the future of payments, the possibility of give education, financial education to the world. That was actually the hammer. That was the hammer. The belief in the financial education. There's an old saying that financial education leads to financial freedom and true happiness. And when OneCoin,
where is that old saying from? Financial education leads to freedom and leads to happiness. I've never heard this old saying.
Yeah, I don't really think that it's an old saying.
No.
I found it really interesting how when he said that, she was like mouthing the words with him and stuff. I feel like this is very scripted.
You think?
Like that just kind of gave it away too much to me. I was like, whoa, that was weird. But yeah, no, I've never heard that saying before. I'm pretty sure he just made it up now.
Yeah. He planned that. He was like, yeah, this is going to sound good.
Yeah, we'll just tell him it's really old.
Introduce that financial education. That's really what got us. That really what got us. We were so on that trail, and in our mission for making from this world a better place, we were actually completely.
We want to make the world a better place as we take your money.
Yeah, don't they all though?
They all do.
I feel like we've just been sitting here for several months, listening to person after person after person.
Saying how they want to make the world better.
Yeah, promise us they're here for the world as they rip people off of money. It's like, yes, they all claim that.
Yep, they all do. Every single one.
Their hands out.
Be blindfolded in that mission. And maybe it was good. Maybe it was not good.
What?
What happened is that we traveled the world and we get excitement on excitement. And the truth is, when we saw Dr. Ruja Ignotova at that South European Summit, we really felt wow. And I truly believe that she had all the intentions to do the right things. She was really on a mission to make from this world a better place. Over the last period, unfortunately, we had to face our upline leaders leaving the company without not giving us any clue.
And good friends.
And
no clue that anything was going down. I don't believe that for one moment.
No, he knows. He was
knew
high up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he knew exactly. U-Haul went off and did his own, like the other scam thing. They all kind of just flitted to different scams.
Yes, that's another thing. Besides that, they left the company as businessmen, high up in the rankings. They left good friends, and we asked them what happened, and they said no comment. Even our best friends, they closed the communication with us completely.
They were left out in the cold. No one would talk to them. No one would tell them anything. Just like what happened to everyone else. We were just mistreated.
Lord, I knew he was going to take on the I'm a victim angle, but I did not realize it was going to actually be this bad.
I know, you're right.
Like, he's really trying to sell this thing. He's like, even my uplines left, and they were our close friends. It's like, holy crap, Igor. Like, who were your uplines?
And they just
Raja herself, like.
His upline was, I guess he signed up under Yuha, and he was part of the One Dream team of the Steinkiller brothers.
Yeah, like he was in the top 1%, so
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly. The only other person making more money than him was Yuha.
Well, yeah, so I'm kind of confused. Like what, the CEO took off? Is it like, I don't, Jesus Christ, sir.
Yet, of course, some people telling and negative news, and but when you're on a mission, you need to be blindfolded. And I understand that a lot of you are still that way.
Yeah, that would be a good analogy.
The case is that there were questions about the blockchain, questions about the company, questions about if it's really true, questions about, but we knew a lot of things from our point. They said, yeah, can you really make so much money? Yeah, the people really make that much money. And
including you.
By more people leaving, of course, you say, yeah, next one goes on.
Like, that's how I bought this.
You know all the stories.
Stay away from the negativity.
Yeah, stay away from the negativity.
You, so we were masters in keeping away the negativity, and we duplicate that in our downline and in our team.
And the higher we get, actually,
listen,
that's happened.
You don't have a mic. Stop speaking. Notice how she's not mic'd up at all.
Yeah, Sherry, I wish he would come to the U.S. I think he would be handcuffed as soon as he stepped foot on the soil,
Wouldn't he, though?
He'd have to be, as high up as he was and everything. I mean, I'm quite sure there is a big, thick file on him.
I feel like he would be one of the people that they'd arrest, yeah. Yeah, because KIGF here just said he was part of the leadership council. So like, technically, that was like the OneCoin version of the leadership council, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's why we say, like, the people at the top of on passive, they might want to get out, because if that thing goes down, the top people too get responsible for it, right? So
yeah, I mean, all kinds of people are still being arrested when it comes to OneCoin and being, sought after. So it's even though it's quote collapsed, there's still legal ramifications that are going on, and it's going to be going on for a long time. That's the thing. It's like there's a lot to unravel, and especially now there's still people that are promoting OneCoin.
Yeah.
And that's not good. And it's like,
I just don't understand, but I mean, go off, sis.
Yeah, I know. And then there's people who are like, believe, that OneCoin is going to be put on a public exchange. It's like, no, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, especially now. Like, it's like maybe you guys had a chance at the beginning if you had actually made a blockchain, but
since you didn't have one,
we kind of hit a wall there. Got some problems. Yeah, no, it's
the higher you get, the closer you get to the top, and the responsibility comes to you in growing. When you're just a distributor, hey, who am I? What am I? What can I say? But by the team, we grow to a team of hundreds of thousands of people. And fortunately for us, a lot of people made a lot of money. But there came those questions. The tech guys that attacked us constantly. I always said, I'm not a tech guy, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer. And but at a certain moment, whatever belief you
have, because being a believer is going to just get you somewhere. If you just believe in it. And that's the thing that's really interesting, is that all of these people who were at the top of OneCoin didn't know dick about technology.
But I'm also kind of wondering, like, why it would be the fault of the tech guys, because they didn't build the blockchain. Like, y'all didn't hire any tech guys to come build a blockchain.
Well, I mean, there were some tech people there and that were supposed to be working on something. Now I haven't got, because I'm listening to the Missing Crypto Queen book. And so
Yeah.
I heard that part about it. Sometime I'm going to get Duncan, to be here. And I reached out to him again. He's the one that was with Constantine when he was arrested.
Yeah.
But I do want him to come and talk. And I also know somebody else who was like part of this. I know a couple of people that know a lot more beyond Daniel that I had an interview with, but other people that have been involved in this entire case, which I think would be very interesting just to chat with them and hear what they have to say about their experience and everything. Because it's quite a very fascinating story.
It really is.
Running a massive scam for years, even though it burned pretty quickly because she just took off. But, scams can last for years.
Decades. We've had some
decades,
decades upon decades before they're caught. But it's all about the law of attraction and believing and
having the mindset and just being positive. If you're just positive, that's all it takes.
You must not be ignorant. And we get heavy questions, and we had no clue what to answer on that. But, we believed. And that changed, unfortunately, since the event in Lisbon, where the captain of our ship didn't appear. It was meant to be. We had a high belief in Dr. Ruja Ignotova, and I don't know the real truth. I really have no clue what has happened to her. It's difficult when you're on a ship and the captain is.
Why did they just show her knee? That was very weird. That was a weird cut.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they were almost like trying to show their anxiousness or something. But again, I don't know why it would be the knee.
It was weird.
All of these cuts are kind of weird. It's a very oddly edited video.
Yeah.
This whole video's a lie.
It is. It's like, here is a lie, and we can watch the lie in action.
It's not there. So we get more questions. And of course, when the captain is not there, we searched for somebody that could be responsible. And there comes the fact, unresolved issues.
Even here, they're not looking at the camera. It's weird.
And unfortunately for us, but maybe for you too, we didn't find them. We really asked everybody about this blockchain. We never saw it, but we believed. And the truth is that it's like in the movie The Wizard of Lies, that you cannot imagine when there comes in so much money that something could not exist. Because everybody knows that it doesn't cost that much money to build a blockchain. So
wait, hold on, Igor. Listen, I'm sorry. That sounds so silly to me.
Yes, Igor, I'm sorry, I always say his name wrong. Igor is Dutch.
Yeah, but that was so ridiculous to me. Like, first of all, you're not really going to see, like, you did see, quote unquote, a blockchain. But it was just a fake one in the back, this man is giving me a headache. He sounds ridiculous. He's like, I never saw it, guys. I asked all the questions.
I did my due diligence.
This whole thing is literally him trying to save face to anyone who still follows him in any way. Because let's be real, after this, they all should have left and been like, screw this dude. Just to like convince them that, well, first of all, it was all his wife's fault. He didn't have much to do with it. And secondly, that he didn't have anything to do with it. He did the due diligence. It just, it just took him a while for it to sink in. And he
asked all the right questions for all the people.
Yeah, all those other people, they didn't answer them right.
Yeah.
And he just didn't see the blockchain. And then all of a sudden, the captain of the ship, because apparently we're out on the water somewhere, I mean, he's down Schitt's Creek without a paddle, and we're all apparently with him now. And the captain of the ship just left. But when you really listen to what he's saying, he's basically like, listen, we were all okay with scamming all of you. But then she left and tried to scam all of us. And now I'm mad.
So now I've got to go somewhere else and, scam people.
Please trust me,
anymore.
Trust me, it wasn't me. It was all the other people. All their fault.
And we asked almost everybody. But whoever we asked, nobody could give us a clear answer.
Again,
as close as we get was an answer from somebody from the company that said, I'm in the group and I see that technicians are working on it. But the question was, did you have seen it yourself? And the answer was no. Now, is it important to see?
Yes.
We always thought no, but actually we came across a couple of high-tech guys and they said, Igor, you're 53 years old. You're super excited.
See, they're doing it
organizations
again.
all over the world.
Supposed to be anxious.
Yeah.
It's like, look at our hands. I think it's a hand thing. I don't think it was a knee. I think they were trying to show her hands with that close up.
It was just weird.
And it's a very weird, like, look at our vulnerable hands kind of like weird thing.
We're innocent.
Yeah, it's like a weird, our vulnerable hands were innocent cut thing that they keep going for. But really, I just see the hands of scammers just over and over. These are the hands that took your money.
Really sure that you are right on track. And after Lisbon, we started to have some questions. Not doubt, but questions. And we tried to get the questions answered. And we went to Panama, and unfortunately, from the company, the leaders, there was nobody. I really liked some of the people that we had on board. I didn't understand that a great guy like Ed Ludbrook, that we really loved. Ed, we love you. But he left. We don't even know if he resigned or he get fired. All stories in the world. And we really tried to find the answer, but sometimes in life, you go on because we have a big team, we have a big responsibility, we need to move on, we need to catch fire. And then we had the next guy that left and the next guy. And we were extremely happy when came on board Mr. Pierre Arends. Whoa, that is a big shot in the... And we said to everybody, you see, this is when a guy like that comes on board of a company. Hey, what is all...
That was someone who was a CEO for a short amount of time is who he's talking about.
All the questions about this blockchain. Is it important? And you can imagine how shocked we were when we heard that guy has left us.
And that's his wife, not his daughter.
Oh, I think Off Passive knows that.
Oh, okay.
He's making a comment. Off Passive is pretty smart and sarcastic. I feel like he's making a comment because, yes, she's quite a bit younger than him. Yes, this is a middle-aged man that has a lot of money. And yeah, she probably did marry him for money. Let's be real.
It's such an odd pairing.
That's, I think, what it is. It's it does look like a daughter more than a wife. You would, it is interesting to me how a lot of these middle-aged scammers end up with very young,
hot women.
She's a beautiful woman. Let's be real. She could definitely do better.
Yeah, but I guess she's willing to do certain things for him. I mean, I just can't imagine.
There's things she does for him, Alonda. There's things she does for him that we don't want to know.
We don't want to know because she pops out like a baby about every single year.
Yeah, it's which is also kind of interesting, by the way.
He has like over 11 kids.
Yeah, that's another problem on its own. But
from different women, because he's been, I think this is his fourth or fifth marriage. I can't.
They all have like 4 or 5 marriages. It's so weird.
left us for whatever reason, heart attack,
Well,
or
actually, it's not
he had
weird.
all
What woman is
stories
gonna
and
put up with this?
seems that he had a heart attack. But fact is that he left. So now we felt really, down, abandoned. Our upline left. Some of our other uplines told us, yeah, you know what we did? Don't worry. We built already a blockchain a year ago. Now we were shocked when we hear from our upline leaders that they build a blockchain. Why should they build? Because we have a blockchain. They said, yeah, but for the case that, the case that we don't have.
You had to tell me 1 year ago.
And we discussed with many people, why should we not have one? Because there's so money made in this company, billions. Why should we even doubt that? And then we came across more people and the doubt, and we went to the office in Sofia to ask all those questions, and let me be short about all those questions. Over 25 questions we had.
She took off with all the money,
unresolved
didn't she?
issues. So we decided
So
that
basically, he just
this
couldn't pull out his
situation,
money, and then they decided to leave. Let's be real. Like, they probably went to that meeting that she was supposed to show up at, remember? She doesn't show up because that was kind of the moment when this thing sort of crashed, right? Like, it was already crashing before that. But then once she doesn't show up to that meeting, it's kind of like these guys then have to come to the conclusion that she's now ripped them off too.
That she's taken the money.
And that's what I think happened. I honestly just think that these guys were like, okay, well, let's go pull out all her money, realize that she had taken it all. And then it was like, oh, crap, now we need a new scam.
Yep.
And that's all that was.
Not continue. We could not go on. But you know what? What happens then? And finally, when I went to Las Vegas, I saw other MLM industry heroes. And I liked what I saw, and I get excited. I made a lot of notes. And over there, I met my friend Udo Deppisch, who told me, yeah, Igor, but it's clear. It's time to go. What time to go? I'm in the middle of solving the cases, because I said to Andrea, whatever is not happening, whatever, we can fix it, because we can do miracles with the team that we have and the people around. We can get it done.
Nice.
And we took that approach. And unfortunately, I even talked with Curry, and he was completely agreeing. Till in Las Vegas, he said, Igor, it's the end of the game. The game is over. I said, Curry, are you crazy? And I didn't want to listen to him. By the way,
damn it, we can't scam them
because
anymore.
He showed me another opportunity.
I didn't want to listen to the other scammer.
That's basically all it is, right? And also, he didn't want to listen to them. Not because of the belief or anything that he's going on about, really just because he didn't want to be told that the scam was over. Like, let's be real. That's what really upset him. He was like, no way, we could still scam them.
I can keep on scamming. Surely I can.
Yeah, I promise. We can still do it. And then he had to come to the conclusion that no, he couldn't. That's about it. It's just so funny.
So, which, by the way, Kari did end up going over to Dadcoin for a time too, that he's talking about.
Yeah, they all do that. So,
and
you said,
be always careful with people that tell you that one thing is not okay, but then they show you another opportunity. So I was completely blocked for that. But as a friend, and Kari is a good friend, I listened to that opportunity. I listened to it, but I said, Kari, not for me. And I came home and I explained to Andrea, and I said to Andrea, and Andrea said, what was the opportunity? I said, I don't know.
Yes, he is. He is a professional scammer. He is the person, according to Business from Home, he is the #1 income earner in the world in multi-level marketing. And he is with Dadcoin Success Factory now, after OneCoin.
Yeah, and he was high up in OneCoin. So don't let this fool you. He was
the only
like
one
third
making
in
more
command.
money than him was Yuha, and Yuha was the first recruit.
Yeah, like basically right underneath the CEOs here. So he was the top 1%. And so he's definitely not a victim at all. And he knew everything of what went on. And yeah, Ash would probably love this too.
And he came from Organa Gold, as did the Steinkiller brothers, and I can't remember who all else was over at Organa Gold.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he comes from Organa, which I just absolutely love. Organa Gold. If you don't know, that's one of my favorite company ever.
It's such a weird one.
He got Tom Brooks to come and threaten to sue me on Instagram. Yeah, the guy from 90 Day Fiance. It was great fun. Because, yeah, he was also with that.
You know, I need to focus. If we go to Asia, we do it too. And we will get together. We make a board and we get together with the people and we solve the case. And then in Asia, there we heard that our upline leaders already solved that maybe something was not okay. And we get extremely disappointed. Extremely
that we can't scam anymore.
And I said to Andrea, okay, let's go one more time to the office in Sofia. And before I went to Sofia, because I was really concerned, I asked some cryptocurrency experts. I asked some legal advisors.
No such thing, by the way.
I even was in contact. I don't go in details. We were in contact with some high authorities because we are from the Netherlands and actually Italy, but living in the Netherlands. And in those countries, you don't play games with finances. And we want to make sure that we were not on the wrong track. But unfortunately, they told us that the possibility that we are on the wrong track when there's no transparency is very big. They said to us, make sure that whatever needs to be transparent. And they even gave us some questions. And we went to Sofia. And
I love how he's acting like he had no clue.
Not at all.
Not at all a clue that transparency was important until this exact moment when he went to talk to this apparent cryptocurrency expert, which, by the way, there is no such thing as that. There is no experts in cryptocurrency, only people that know how to scam very well there. And so it's just so funny to me. I'm like, yes, this is definitely the man who we should all be following into another business. He was today years old when he found out transparency was important.
And I can talk for hours about that, but I'm not going to do it 5 hours. What happened is actually because of the lack of transparency, I lost my trust. Unfortunately, because I believed, ladies and gentlemen, and I had such a great time in that One Life concept because of the concept, because of the education, because of...
I had such a great time because I was making so much bank. It was amazing. And now all of a sudden I'm screwed.
Yeah, that's a good translation. That's all that is. Like, I feel like the whole time we're listening to this, like I said, like that's all he's doing is just trying to talk his way out of blame for this.
Yeah.
Of everything that we were going to do, changing the world, the future of payments, the education for each and everybody, making the unbankable bankable. And after that, we felt desperate. And I felt already in Sofia so desperate that I actually resigned.
Why are you in a defensive
whatever the story will be, I'm not kicked out of the company. I resigned. I said, I cannot go on. That was really, I had the tears in my eyes. I love the people. I love the people that I talked. Yes, I love you really. And I care for them. And we were all such in an emotional state. And I resigned. And Andrea said to me, Igor, are you sure? Because Andrea was still in the big love. I said, Andrea, whatever you do, but I cannot ignore the unresolved questions. I cannot do that. Too many questions are not answered. No transparency. No official statement. Dr. Ruja, the CEO, whatever is in the company, no other people to talk to. And I went back to Kari. I said, Kari, come on, man, tell me the whole deal. Tell me whatever. And that was actually the moment that seriously I started to listen to what he had to offer. And he told me about this roller coaster of emotion that he went through. Because I know for a fact that Kari really loved the opportunity. He traveled all over the world. He was wow, and he did everything because he believed.
Kari was the European ambassador. He was being paid to do all of that. Of course he loved it. He was making money. And then he wasn't.
Yeah, same sort of thing. We were having such a great time while we were all making money and scamming all of you, and then the money dried up, and then it put us through some emotions.
Believe he was like an energetic aroma.
It was like the energetic.
And I know as well for a fact because I've seen his WhatsApp chat with Dr. Ruja. So I know that he liked her and she liked him. I can say love, but that's weird. They both are married, but that two people, they were in good contact with each other till somewhere the 9th of October. And then it broke completely. And I know as well that Kari said, I'm so concerned. Everything could have happened. So, and exactly the same said Udo Deppisch to us. And then we tried to contact other leaders, and we heard one of the leaders saying, I hope you invested your money well, because as you know, nothing lasts forever. And the one that looks at this video, he knows that he said that. And that was not just the first one who said it. So, personally, that was really a killer. Maybe something sees it as positive. I saw that as negative. And by speaking with Kari, I said, Kari, what is it what you do? I will, out of courtesy, listen to it. But I wanted to retire already on the 18th of October. That was my celebration. 30 years in the industry. We celebrated that big time. And I wanted to go on till this OneCoin would go live, whatever IPO, ICO, whatever
Which
happened,
still hasn't,
but the 8th of October, and that would have been the most easiest decision. I said to Andrea, okay, I will.
To retire.
Yes.
Imagine if it did.
Not that I'm not want to do something,
Actually,
but
that's his big goal, to retire.
Be with my baby, be with my little baby boy, and take care of him. And but then Andrea said, but what are we going to do, Igor? I said, yeah, Andrea. And she said, actually, can you not talk or do one more time and talk? And does that mean that the other opportunity is gone with the wind? No, you never know. I really hope, I pray that they get that challenges solved, that they are able soon to answer the question. I hope that Dr. Ruja returns as captain on the bridge, because she's an excellent captain. And I truly hope that they are able on the 8th of October to release a coin that has real value. It doesn't matter what the value is, because in the...
Okay. I feel like he kind of just did a Freudian slip. Like, you could tell that he's almost okay with the scam, because think about it. If this woman actually did take off and steal his money out of nowhere and he had no clue and it was really that harmful, wouldn't he be pissed as hell at her?
You would think.
Instead, though, the attitude he has is all like, I hope she comes back. She's really great. Like, it's so strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That just stood out to me as a very, like, weird way to look at that. Because I would be really angry. I feel like he almost, like, let us know that he knew more than what he's letting on here.
Well, I think that we all know that he knew a lot more, that he's acting.
Yeah, it's just, that just kind of, like, also shows me.
Or attempting to act.
And that just, it kind of blew his cover a little bit for me. Because I feel like if I were in his position, I would be real mad at this woman. And I'd be like, if she ever returns, I'm punching her in the face. Like, not like I hope she comes back and takes over the scam again, and then we can all go on merrily and happily on our way. Like, it's a very weird forgiveness he already has for her. All right, sorry. I just had to get that off
Okay.
my chest. That was weird.
It's okay. We're just about done.
The crypto industry, it can go up and down. But I really hope that for those million people out there, that coin gets value. But we are not going to wait for that.
All right. Yep. That was it.
We're not gonna wait for that, and then he goes into pitching another scam.
Yeah.
Basically.
Debt coin.
And so, since we're not waiting, here's the
And
new
yes,
one.
his first job was in his parents' flower shop. Yeah. So yeah, that was Igor coming on, letting us all know that he just believed. You know, that's all he did. That what was wrong was he believed just like you did.
I almost forgot how fun that guy is.
Yeah, he's something else. He
He's a
is
fun one.
something else.
I love how he has his gold collars, and they keep zooming in. He's like, I don't know what happened, guys. We're all victims here. Zooms into his gold collars. Maybe they should have had him on the rhino. That could have been fun.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Right? Showing all the giraffes in his backyard.
Actually, let me just share this because it's like just looking at the various videos and stuff like just okay. And there's the rhino. Do you guys see the rhino? There's the rhino.
Guys, look at the giraffes. Like, I'm not making this up. There was legit rhinos and giraffes in this dude's backyard, okay? Yeah. And he's out here like, I can't pay for things. They got ripped off. It's so awful with his giraffes.
And this is literally their wedding outfits with crowns.
Which, I mean, by the way, crowns doesn't mean that you're a sociopath. I'm sure lots of people have got married with like crowns and whatnot. It's just the crowns with everything else on top of all of it. You know? Like all of it together is like, whoa, these people are really extravagant.
And he, one time because his wife before Andrea, he proposed to her at an Organa Gold convention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There it is.
I forgot.
This is where he becomes a knight in Organa Gold.
Yes. Oh man. Can we watch that? It's such a good time. Yeah. I forgot about the purple suit. Oh, I'm having so much fun now.
Okay. So you can see it. All right. Let me back it up a bit. Okay.
Every single soul in this room can do this business.
Nothing is impossible because today, 47 years old, I become an Organo Gold Knight. The sword is Excalibur.
They got swords.
Are you ready?
Not for this.
These are owning. Do you want to marry me? Nothing is impossible because today, 47 years old, I become an Organo Gold Knight and the sword is Excalibur.
No, I don't.
Are you ready? These are owning.
Yeah, he does have long hair.
Do you want to marry me? Nothing is impossible because today, 47 years old,
keep on doing the same thing over and over again.
He becomes an Organa
Gold Knight.
Oh, I love it. Oh man, that was fun for me. Oh, I came on here and like, I don't know, a couple months after I started doing anti-MLM, I had a bunch of the people that like the 90 Day Fiance people and make fun of them and whatnot come to me and be like, You look into this company, I think Tom Brooks is in it. And that's how I came across this dude. And right around the same time, Alonda came across OneCoin. And we were like, hey, this is weirdly all connected. Oh, and I forgot how fun this Igor guy is, because he was such a huge player in Organa Gold and now in OneCoin. Oh,
Yeah, he's something else. And then Julian is Andrea's brother that she got involved in Organa Gold and then in OneCoin and now in Success Club, Dadcoin. Yeah, so I mean, he is really over the top. There's his third or fourth wife, Marissa. That's who he proposed to on stage for the whole Organa night. Organa Gold night. I became a Organa Gold night.
Yep, they used to hand out swords, and because I trusted him with a sword, that's for sure. I'm sure he got some great pictures in that purple suit on the Rhino with that sword.
That would be something. That would be something special.
And then Tom Brooks came in and they found him a wife on 90 Day Fiance. No, I'm just joking. That never happened. Maybe they should have, though, and then he wouldn't be on number 5. Okay, I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, he's really something else because he is a showman. He's quite the showman.
That's all he is, I would argue.
And when he talks,
that there's not much there.
When he talks, he kind of like makes sense because he can at least string, coherent sentences together so that they like connect to each other, unlike other people.
And he seems charming if you take away the con artistness and whatnot. I mean,
he seems like he'd be a bucket of fun, but the problem is he's a scammer. That's
yeah, that's what I mean. Like his personality isn't that bad. If you were to take away the scam stuff, he could put on probably quite a party. It'd be fun. I'd ride the Rhino. It'd be a good time. But he's always over the top. I think that's why it's fun. Everything is times 10 with him. He really does.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's why people follow him and join him. It's because he is so over the top.
Well, it's kind of like that whole MLM thing where you fake it till you make it. And it's kind of like this dude faked it, made it, and then he looks like he's still faking it, but he didn't. He actually does have a fucking rhino in his backyard. He is almost like the dream of what you would want, I guess, if you want it to be a big shot MLM influencer. I guess you would want to be Igor. Or one of his many wives.
The many wives of Igor.
That'll be a book once he passes on.
I just keep wondering what does Marissa think of him? But I can't. Then I'm like, you know what? Because what if the truth came out? She's probably being paid off in some way from OneCoin and Success Factory money.
Well, either that or she got quite the settlement in their divorce.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm figuring that there was some kind of something going on there.
I mean, I'm sure they all have. Let's be real. They probably, all of his ex-wives are probably living quite well, so that they don't go.
So they keep quiet.
Blast him all over.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately he has the money to also do because of scamming everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the victims of his scam probably pay for his wives.
Which is really bothersome, which hopefully some of the OneCoin victims, if not all, will be able to get some money back.
They are trying right now. I know that there is somewhere to apply and whatnot too. If you were taken by OneCoin.
Yeah, there is the group on Facebook, and it is called, hang on, I'm a member of it too.
Because they are trying right now to get as much money back to people as they can.
The group is called OneCoin Victim Support and Information group, which I will put that in the chat, that if you were victimized by OneCoin and you are looking for help, this is the place to go.
Yeah, do that. They'll direct you to all of the places to get money back and whatnot, because they are trying to do something to get at least part of your money back or give you some kind of compensation as much as they can, because no, they have not recovered the funds.
Well, nobody knows where Ruja,
yeah, like she's still gone off with the money, but it's like people can still kind of get something back at least. So there's that. That's the silver lining of this, I guess, if there is one. Also, the rhino's pretty funny.
Well, that's what we had for you guys tonight, was just taking a look at Igor. And, it just makes me think of, like, with other scams that we're aware of, like, who could be crying that, oh, I just didn't know. All I did was I had a belief. I believed in what this person said. And now I'm just SOL too, just like you.
I could see Marty doing that. I really could, Marty. He looks like a big blob now, by the way. He's scared me in the last few videos he's done. But I totally do. I see him maybe trying to pull that. But yeah, that would be like, honestly, that would be like if Michael Williams in On Passive, after it went down, did this whole big video like, I had no clue, guys. And we'd all be like, no, you knew something, okay? Don't try that, That's kind of what this guy is to OneCoin. It really is funny, because I do feel like he was like third in command of this company.
He knew exactly what was going on.
Like there was like no one above him. Just like, what do you mean, sir?
You knew all of the people at the top.
It's kind of like they're okay with being a part of the scam and scamming everyone else. It's just that then they get upset when, they get scammed along with everyone else. Those are really the emotions they were going through. It wasn't being upset and like finding out things, how when people leave MLMs and they have to go through a bunch of emotions to kind of come around and figure things out. He wasn't going through that. No. He was going through the, oh crap, I thought we were in this together, but she actually betrayed me in the scam. Now I don't get to rip everyone off with her kind of emotions.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to go and play on my island. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And, thank you so much for participating in the chat. And thank you to the lurkers, because you're out there. And Beth, thank you for being here and watching Igor with me. I thought that was great fun to kind of like, see what it's like when a big time scammer is trying to pretend like they're the ones that like were the victim.
Oh, and I love Igor. I am so happy. It was like a blast from my past before the internet went insane again. It was wonderful. He is so much fun.
Well, you guys have a good one, and don't forget, you're beautiful, and I love you. Until next time, good night.
Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.